But when somebody
Oh, I
put that
remember
song
that.
to it, it was so good.
I was kind of sad I did not have the stream like the unmuted portion of it for Don's. Is that Donald Duck riding a dragon doing magic?
Uh huh.
I'm so
Well,
sad. I'm like, get it unmuted, get it unmuted.
I mean, on one side, since Daffy Duck's a powerful mage, so does Donald Duck have to be.
Nah, it doesn't run in the family.
They're also not related?
They are related enough.
Not all ducks are related.
By definition, yes, all ducks are related.
No, they're not. They're like different species of duck.
Yeah, but they're all assholes.
I mean,
Not all assholes are related. Being an asshole
well,
is
I
not
mean,
genetic.
Isn't it though?
No.
God, then what's my excuse?
I mean, they all are all kind of the same though.
Oh my god. Can't believe what I'm hearing.
It's true.
I mean, you want us to get started on
You've met one
squirrels?
asshole, you've met them all.
Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, my beer's empty. Postpone that introduction for just one moment, because that is not going to fucking work.
What have you done?
I love the Kotark's new theme song in the end.
Yeah. It fits really well.
You know,
Which
I
version
I
is
sent
it?
the Tortuga one because I'm like, it's pretty like catchy and mildly fitting, but very loosely. And now it's just he's a pirate.
Yar, har, lady.
You know what, Leah? That's the right version for Kotark.
Yep.
Yeah. The one
And
straight from...
Union over here is like, oh, Kotark doesn't know how to do it birds.
I never said he was a good pirate.
Oh my god. You were like down talking my partner in crime.
Just so you know, for the record, there was no way he could have done anything about acquiring a boat. He has no money.
He could have.
And the person who had money
Got it
lost
stolen.
it.
So stealing boats is in his forte.
Yes, one person alone will take an entire frickin' ship.
That sounds about right.
I trust Kotark.
I trust Kotark more than I trust Union.
Fair.
No offense.
I have apparently just trying to supply something have now just derailed this character, apparently.
Orange juice for everybody! Especially arson.
Sir, it is in my backstory now.
Yep, but it's all they have on tap.
That I shall not drink.
Ever.
Water everywhere, but orange juice to drink. One moment. Okay, there we go. Beer is opened. Cup. Pour. Good evening, everyone. I do hope the weekends treated you favorably. As we get nearer and nearer still to finally finishing this year? Decade?
Millennia.
Lifetime.
Well, no, because that implies that someone here is dying, and Jera hasn't rolled yet.
True.
I think I might be slowly inheriting his curse.
No, it just hasn't bit him yet. But anyhow.
There, Jara has rolled a 1.
Thank you, Jera. Thank you very much.
Guess it's about time I get in game, I guess.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and quick off with our quick roll call. And we're gonna be starting with Joe.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just gonna grab a quick cup of coffee real quick.
Heard that. Kotark.
Actually, might have to go inside.
Yep.
Sarah.
No.
All right, we'll wait.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay. Union.
I'm Union.
Arson/Tempest.
Hello.
One day you'll do a Tempest voice.
No, I won't.
Do it.
After you've had enough orange juice, you will. Anyhow, a very quick recap of the events as they have transpired over the last couple of sessions. Quite a bit has happened, as I've been oft reminded. We started our humble beginnings with this party, Scorgan is sprinting back with his coffee.
Bigfoot's after him.
I think he's after Bigfoot. Let's never assume Bigfoot wins that race.
Get him,
Because
Skorg.
get him!
I'm back.
If I ever had to be card were cut out.
Bigfoot with his bare hands.
Pirate accent only. Duly noted, Kotark. A sassy pirate you shall be.
Sassy pirate. I really want to hear Jared's sassy pirate girl.
No! That is Jared's answer.
Oh my god. I didn't know I needed this one.
I still haven't got to hear Batman Theo, so Southern Batman Theo. So, I'm still waiting. Oh, so patiently. I've been a good boy, Santa. Let me have this one thing.
I've been a good boy, Santa.
I haven't. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, so where we last left off, the party, under guidance by a archwizard known as Elswood, specialization unknown, was sent off to find, hopefully, clues to this curse plaguing both the gods and the land itself, that appears to be returning the dead as living, breathing murder machines known as zombies. For the record, I'm already 5 beers in, so language may not do language things correctly. Fair warning. Slightly less dead, yes, but cursed individuals forced to walk to the world to currently unknown ends. Except biting, eating, tearing, and eating other people. The party took to the Wizard's Tower, was teleported here to Mergia, the frozen north, a wasteland as far as any historical reports will ever regard it as, in order to one, attempt to find clues. One of the fonts, these soul fonts, that appear to be empowering and feeding a creature or entity known as the Lurker Between the Stars, the Devourer, and among other less notable titles, such as Big Meanie Thing that's coming to kill us all. Negative life. Making their way through the Wizard's Tower here in Mergia, made a few friends. Yeah, that's... denied someone pastries. Never gonna let you live that down. And proceeded southward to Krostadt, the former city, layers of civilization attempting to settle the lands, where they found this monumental statue to giant kind, upon which many civilizations had attempted to place their own mark on the land and made temples to various gods, one of which being Lathander, one being Mistra. I am brain blinking and not going to cheat and look at my notes because I'm sure one of you wrote down. I know Bahamut, and there was one more. What was it?
Mistra.
I already said Mistra.
Lathander.
Already said Lathander.
Bahamut.
There were only 3.
Were there only 3?
There were only 3.
Unless you want to count the giant statue itself.
I'm gonna just sit my dear and scratch that out of my notes.
I mean, there might have been 4, and we were just never told about the 4th one.
Yeah,
but
that's why I'm scratching. That's why I'm just going to go ahead and scratch that out of me notes.
So you don't give false information?
We're just adjusting the
Yeah.
world around you.
Yeah.
But there you fought with a woman, assumed capable of, if not controlling, at least directing and managing these cursed dead towards her own purposes. Began to speak of promises kept and praising this otherworldly entity before, being cut in 2 by a giant fucking sword. Making your way up the tower, you found the dwarf, Everflame, likewise, Archmage, who had been frozen up to his chin hairs and eventually freed him, treated his wounds, and began to make your plans for the future. Attempting to contact the various deities represented here at the temple went okay? Question mark. When the wizards both failed to contact Mistra, the Mother of Magic, it was Joe deciding in a glorious display of his obscene wellspring of power, unleashed the full bounty of it, and like a beacon, managed to draw her eye long enough to get a few questions answered before collapsing into an exhaustive heap, effectively in a stable coma. After much hemorrhaging of the ears and nose and eyes and other holes. Deciding that trying to deal with the font here was probably not going to be something you were able to do, the party has picked up Joe and began their trek back to the Archmage's Tower, hoping to once again return to home, or as close to home as they can get, in order to begin tracking down a lich. Whose name I don't know why I keep wanting to say very much not his name.
Relgar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
Roll.
name you were trying
I
to
know
say
it's
sounded
Relgar,
unfamiliar
but
with?
for whatever, like Helgath kept coming to mind, and I gotta keep stopping myself, and it's killing me.
That's a good one.
It's just,
I'll write that down.
yeah, it's a pretty good name. At least we didn't have like a Fralfie incident. But yeah, for the unconscious, you'll know that effectively you've just been kind of trundled up, carried across, unconscious the entirety of the time. After visions of this pale eye in one of your dreaming states, the party encountered, Sarah attempted to reach out and assist some of the spiritual dead, as she had done before. And after going about and lessening her own flame, realized that every time she closed her eye now, she can now see that mighty pale eye. As for some reason Steam pops up in front of me, and thank you, Steam. That was very polite of you to update. This seemed to be some way of directing the large horde that you have managed to stay ahead of. Currently, though, you are resting in a magnificent magical mansion created by Everflame. It is going just about the wee hours of the morning. And that is where we are picking up. Assuming no one has anything specifically want to do in the evening, well, early morning.
I was just gonna take a bath before the mansion disappeared.
There was a fantastic steam bath, as previously noted. It's pleasant.
That is what I'll do.
Possibly annoying is like every few minutes this like little plate floats by with a drink on it, like they're just here. Let us give you stuff.
Plus, it gives the servants time to clean my clothes, which have not been cleaned in like a week. So that's gross.
But you all will awake, barring one. Feel probably the 5th or 6th hour of the day. It's hard to tell. Now being in an extraplanar manse. Lightly shooken upon the shoulder by an unseen servant. Whoever's resting near Joe just sees the servant still trying to shake him awake.
That's not gonna work.
You're still out of it.
Weren't you the one who said he'd be asleep for months?
Literally months.
Perhaps.
Starting
Right.
to think he might have lied to us.
Or you just didn't know.
Months,
Either or.
hours, years. One of there are all possibilities.
Somebody just grab the man and let's go.
I'll
Right.
pick him up.
Okay, after you.
I'm the stronger one, so
You need friends a little bit.
I mean, I'm literally. You want to arm wrestle?
I'm
want to
waiting
arm
for it.
wrestle?
I don't believe now's the time, Miss
Now is
Sarah.
always the time. I want to arm wrestle.
They'll be on us in an hour.
Yeah, let's go.
What is but 2 seconds?
No, let's go. We need that time.
Right. Next pub we find, though.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Just run away from challenges. It's fine. Let's go.
Sarah, quit making things worse.
Did he literally say that it would take him 2 seconds to beat Sarah?
Yeah.
Or it would take 2 seconds for
Or
her to
for her to lose.
Yeah.
Technically, the winner was not specified. And knowing my roles, it probably wouldn't be you.
Like, out of character, I'm not really feeling strongly about this. In character, I'm hurt.
Yeah, I've always seen Union as a very confident individual.
Anyhow, the before you begun being distracted by the unconscious man,
Only us.
stepping out from the ethereal doorway and back into the crunch of snow. Thanks to the blue flame wreathing about their bodies, you can see quite the mass moving northward towards you. Every now and then, flicking across the horizon, you see smaller groups here and there, some moving a little faster than others. I was going to say Joe comes to mind, but no, Joe's unconscious because he's having a staring contest.
Who's winning?
It's in Dreamscape, so I think they're kind of tied. Like,
Fair.
you only blink in your dreams if you wanna. But Everflame will do a quick little stretch of his back, roll his shoulders, and hop on his fucking broom. Because, yeah, he's still spiteful about that.
I don't really
Archie.
blame him. But it's fine. Let's get going. And I'll take off in the direction of the broom.
Here's the part where I realize I don't know if I have flying disc that would make this so much easier.
I mean, if you want to take the 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not getting super worried about it right now. Maybe later. Because Arson's character sheet's not loading.
Oh no. You're gonna need that.
I know. Tempest's is fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But it's not long. About an hour or so. Who is taking rear guard?
I would
Probably.
say probably Union.
Okay.
It need not only be the one.
Arson would also probably be near the back.
Okay,
I'll
so
be the van.
Beep beep.
Beep beep.
Meh, 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 meh.
I have a Joe delivery.
Return to sender.
Oh shit.
I don't think that was related, but at the same time, the timing.
Leah.
Oh yeah.
I just realized this.
I was about to ask.
Has this been a joke the whole time?
What joke?
The Joe's
Read
name
chat.
is... Yeah.
A cup of Joe.
You've never figured that out?
Literally,
His name is Joe Trinta. Trinta is the largest
Mm-hmm.
size you can get from Starbucks.
That one I did not know. Because I don't get Starbucks.
I usually just get ventis. But
Yeah.
the point is,
Oh my god.
I only realized it when I said, I got a delivery of Joe. Then I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He's been playing this character for like 3 years.
Joseph Trinta, yeah. He's literally Cup of Joe.
Oh no. Just blew my mind.
I'm glad. I truly am.
Everything I know is a lie.
One of those hiding in plain sight kind of things.
Yep.
Anyhow, Arson and Union, you can see what looks to be, you probably describe it as a pack, but definitely a unit of about 8 fast-moving creatures with that same blue tint to them.
Are they closing?
They are closing quickly. It's hard to tell, be they some creatures on mounts as rapidly as they are moving, or maybe some feral dogs of sort.
Union is gonna reach up and begin to half pull this greatsword from Oz back. Arson, tell the others we have company.
We have company.
Oh, that's not good.
Was
Run-
that so hard, Union?
Run faster.
I'm going to have to work when we are in safety. I'm going to have to work on your dramatics. We're going to a night of improv.
No.
Yes.
No. They are closing relatively quickly. Very quickly. We may want to get ready to fight.
Wizard boy, you have anything that can make us fly?
Did you just call him wizard? Boy, Jesus, here we go.
Are you talking to Arson? Because Everflame flew the fuck off. He's still pissed.
Yes.
He's
no,
gone.
I do not have fly.
I might have
And
a
that's
solution. Keep it to yourself. Well, fine.
Does Tempest?
No. And that one, we don't have enough power to get all of us.
Well, then. Shall we make a stand?
Just keep going. We'll go as far as we can, and then if we have to fight, we'll fight later.
Should we not try and find a defensible position?
And that's why we keep running, because we're
Yeah.
out in the field right now,
Okay.
and there are undead also chasing us.
Yeah, that
Survival.
sounds.
If we
Survival?
keep running, I can at least slow him down for a bit.
What Kotek said.
Very well. Keep running.
Did you ask for a survival?
If you're attempting to look for somewhere you feel to be defensible, I'm assuming somewhere with high walls to cut off side attacks, things like that,
Yeah.
or a good
I
heal
will.
to die on.
I will do that.
Union's always looking for a good hill to die on. I'll help.
Good.
Yeah, it's a shame he's always digging a hole.
Oof. Oof.
Thank you, Union.
Damn helmet.
I already failed my challenge. Dang it!
What was your challenge to not sass?
Snark?
Union?
Yeah. It was to hold my tongue. I failed.
But yes, thank you, Union.
Okay.
You're welcome.
And Kotork, are you doing something to try and slow them down?
Yes.
Do regale me with the details.
No.
All right. So, as you're running between Arson and Union, you're pointing in one direction. Union grabs the back of your shirt. Arson spins you and points to this sudden curving rise that cuts well on not quite an immensely high, but at least defensible plateau. You know, good old Anakin's high ground. And the party begins making way there as Kotark, digging a heel in, spins about, and with a hard twisting motion, begins going through the various components of Sleet Storm. Coming over and fully into the range of your vision, Kotark, you see what looks to be very woven but humanoid creatures. Not quite full on werewolf. It's a pack of sables.
Oh no! We can't fight this.
They're too powerful.
And we will see how they do on their saves. As we scroll you guys down here. See, skeleton tokens just kind of saves me a whole lot of headache. We'll get rid of that token because she's not there right now. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Want you guys more north. Boop. 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 Free hand.
Is this the little cliff that we found?
Yes. So this is about 15. 15 feet. There we go. And this is going upwards. This is going downwards.
So are the werewolves coming from down here?
Yes. They're not werewolves. Let me be very clear. They are literally not werewolves.
Okay, so the not werewolves. In that case, I would
One might look at them like a pack of shifters.
shift down to more be ready to intercept them.
Kotark, where are you placing your sleet storm?
Is this a bottleneck, or does it open up?
Imagine that curving. See where the little side over here is? Imagine it curving all the way across. So effectively, yeah, bottleneck, but it's sheer drop there to the north.
Okay, so like we should hold up there.
But then we could get thrown off. And I have it on good authority that werewolves are good at throwing people off ridges.
When enlarged.
Right, but we could limit how many of them can get us at a time.
40.
You're not wrong.
5, 10, 15.
40-foot radius is heckin' huge.
40, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Jeez!
Just, for scale.
Oh my darn! That's a big boy.
I assume probably something like that at the worst. But if you want it further up or further down, let me know.
Probably a little further down. More room.
Okay. 5 or 10.
Yeah.
There we go. So kindly roll for initiative. There's 2 more that are currently off screen. Those are the ones that failed horribly and did a wonderful tumbling dive.
I actually didn't mean to click that token that time. I'm sorry.
I almost clicked the wrong one, then I'm like, wait a second.
I joke about it every week, and I actually did it.
So dead to me.
Please forgive me
How could I?
by saying I forgive you.
I don't know if I have that in me, Sarah.
Oh.
Can you forgive a repetitive aggression against yourself?
Yeah.
If Union poked you in the eye 20 times, and every time asked for forgiveness, would you forgive him on the 20th time?
He wouldn't have a hand after the first.
No, I didn't say it to Sarah. I said you, Leah.
He can't because he's a D&D character. And I would forgive Union because Union's like a teddy bear.
This is where Union names his firstborn Union. Just for the sheer purpose of having them poke Leah in the eye.
I mean, if that's the case, then he's just sacrificing his firstborn son. And you're not supposed to do that.
I mean, not without getting a good deal out of it.
I mean, it's only the first. They're replaceable.
We're good people.
No, we're not.
Wow. I can't really refute that. Is everyone's initiative in? Kinda topping off my beer.
Yeah.
Mine's not, but I don't think I'm going to be doing much on my turn.
Sure. I mean, intergalactic beastie, just you and them having a little.
Oh my god, I forgot I'm holding Joe.
Start swinging him.
I put him down there. Is this where I assumed you just like shouldered him in place?
Yeah, I just kind of drop him into the snow. Face
Are you
first.
proficient in Joe wielding?
As a matter of fact.
He's not a light weapon.
I'm very. I don't know. I might be a light weapon.
It's not. And you're not Joe Light Trenta. Just because you're glowing, which
Yeah,
you're not
I
at the
might be a
moment.
light
I will
weapon.
remind you.
Oh no, I'm
Well, no, you're a different kind of glowing. This is like the first time you all realize Joe also has the fire. Because he's just always lit up. All right. But we'll be starting with the shifters. 5. Boom, boom, boom. And then the 2 that whoopsie daisied, as we'll call it. They managed to make their saves on the start of their turn. Poor guys. As they come loping up, digging trenches of snow from under their feet, this feral madness clearly on their face. You can see flesh hanging loosely from their bones. One of them is expressly like gutted, where you can see the bottom of the ribs poking through. They're not in what you would consider a healthy state. Likewise,
Are they
Reeve.
less than alive?
I mean, the ones you can see are definitely undead.
Okay.
But that is as far as they make it, Tempest. If you're talking, you're muted.
I realize that. Okay, Tempest is gonna move up and just make wall of water like right here. Right here. I'm pretty sure that freezes almost instantly because goddamn it's cold.
Fortunately, the magic lets it get all the way up.
Yeah.
Face the wrath of the Water Genasi tag team!
Wet dogs.
I was highly considering putting it so that way the one was in there, but that would be mean.
So, coming skidding to a halt herself, a quick hand waves as she traces an arcane line through the air. There is this tidal rush that surges upwards, and this immediate cracking sound as sharp, violently white ice begins to form. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Kodark.
You know, at this point, I find it just always immensely amusing how, start a combat, I just move as far away as possible.
Everyone has their own jobs in combat. It's fine.
Yeah, mine's to just, no, walk away. Cast armor back at this and walk away.
I did Sleet Storm. Y'all got it from here, right? Right? Is Armor of Agathis concentration?
No.
Duly noted.
It's like one of, like, 2 spells that isn't concentration.
Sarah, a wall of ice is now between you and them.
I kind of give Tempest the okay look, but I will scoot a little bit closer, activate my wings, my Radiant Soul, and just ready an attack if anything comes in range.
Okay. As you take that step, you do hear one of them actually slam into the ice. As Arson, it is your turn.
Okay, can I see through it?
No.
Okay. I will prepare a sacred flame for the first one that I see.
Duly noted. This brings us to Union. Joe is in a state.
Yes. Okay. So Union is going to move up alongside Sarah with his crossbow drawn, leveled at the wall, ready to fire a bolt at the first one that breaks through the ice wall.
All right. Top of the round, my 15 perception pluses. We'll hear what sounds like screeching, keening upon the air. That is all you get with your passives. Tempest, you're up.
Okay. Tempest will move to here and prepare her whip, if any, get over the wall. And within range.
All right. They will, well, the ones that are still in will attempt to make their saves first. And 3 of them fall on their ass, but one of them steals a green number from you all. Another succeeds.
They stole from themselves.
But you can hear them actively clawing and scratching, desperately trying to get through. And I remind you, it is only an inch thick. No, excuse me, a foot thick. Words.
Yes.
I was gonna say, it's taking them this long to get through an inch? Maybe they're not as big a deal as I was worried.
That said, I need a dexterity save from Tempest and Kotark as winged creatures swoop down out of the darkness.
Union Aura.
Neither of you are in Union Aura.
You know, too far. Dex save? Dex save.
Dex save.
That's Constitution.
Alright. Fortunately, all this does is trigger the actual grapple check. Kotark, you manage to duck out of the way as sharp talons narrowly avoid making friends with your cranium. Tempest, on the other hand, now needs to roll athletics or acrobatics. She actually loses.
Ooh.
As you all watch this feathered creature, this giant vulturous looking eagle, pluck her as if nothing more than a hare from a field, and is beginning to fly off with her. And I will note, all of you were prepared for actions for things
Against
breaking
them.
through the ice.
Yeah.
She does take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Technically, mine was in melee range, but... And I don't think they were in melee range of me anyway, because it's a
Yeah.
goddamn bird!
Goddamn
And
undead eagle.
con save for
Concentration. Yes.
Yep.
Which she manages easy enough.
Yeah. Yep.
That brings us to Kotark.
It does?
Yes.
What did Tempest do?
she prepared a whip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was. They were. You were all waiting for them to break through the ice. Didn't think to look up.
Okay, how high did it fly with her?
It is currently 10 feet up.
Okay. So 60 feet should be close.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Would still technically be within 30 feet thanks to diagonals.
Damn.
What the frick?
All right. Team
What are these numbers?
Genasi. Acrobatics
Jesus.
save from Tempest says she is dropped. Fortunately, does not land on her already pierced cranium.
That's good.
Takes a whopping 1 point of damage after the halve. It's an uncomfortable fall, but
And another one of these.
hey,
I was gonna laugh if that was what made it fall.
you back up to Joe. But the creature comes careening down after the very mighty blow, shattering into frozen giblets. Sarah, it is your turn. There is one that where Kotark was is about 10 feet up, having missed its quarry. And you could hear the undead shifters clawing and clawing to try and get through the magical ice.
Okay, well, I'm gonna fly over to the bird and smack it out of the air with a sword.
All right. Both solid hits, sending visceral bits of bird down upon Union and Arson.
Birds. I'm gonna stay like 10 feet in the air,
Okay, that would put you here.
looking like a amazing angelic arbiter. And that's all for me.
All right, that brings us to Arson.
I will look down like at my bag that I assume is actually glowing at this point.
Violently.
Yeah, and I'll just take a look at Sarah. Words later.
Literally ignoring.
I'm
I'm floating right above you. Even
Yeah.
better.
Just look up. If an enemy comes close within 30 feet of me, I will produce flame and do that.
All right. Brings us to Union.
How is the ice wall looking?
Magical.
Still intact?
She still has concentration.
Yeah.
So fun. Basically, every time they chip it up, more water just appears.
Well, no,
Cause
there
concentration spell.
There is rules for it being frozen.
Is there? Is it built into the
Yeah.
spell? Because I
Yes,
did
it
a quick
is.
sped
Each
read.
5-foot square frozen section has AC 5 and 15 hit points. Reducing a section to 0 hit points destroys it.
It's gonna be a
And
while.
when a section is destroyed, the wall's water doesn't fill it.
Ah, well, it's gonna be a
It's frozen.
while.
Okay.
They've been rolling 7s on their attacks.
It's an AC 5!
They have negatives.
Ooh.
Union would keep an eye out for any more birds or any sign of the undead that has been pursuing the party, as well as just keeping ready with the crossbow in case
Noted.
anyone gets.
You can still hear that keening shriek on the winds.
Okay. Yeah. Union would just stay prepped, ready to fire if any birds or werewolves come within 30 feet.
Birds or
Or within
werewolves, duly
range.
noted.
I'm sure that will bite Union in the ass when the undead ice dragon descends and is like, oh no, it's not a bird, so I'm not gonna shoot it. Oh, it just ate Arson.
Wow.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything.
This sounds amazing, though.
No, eating arson does not sound amazing.
That's
That's
quite
already
an
happened.
undead.
That's already happened once.
Well, it's funny you should mention a dragon. I'm just gonna calmly sip my beer and I need everyone to make a save against dragon fear.
Is that
That's-
wisdom?
Will be a wisdom save, yes. As Union, I will let you, if you pass the save, get the attack off. But you were very specific, and everyone can confirm. You said birds and werewolves.
To be fair, dragons are basically birds.
No,
They're
Uh,
winged creatures of the sky.
That's actually an 18 for me because Unionora.
duly
I
noted.
forgot to take that on for Arson.
All right.
I have plus 10 to this save.
Uh huh.
And you
rolled
got
a
it
12.
too.
Waiting on Tempest's.
I have a plus
Oh,
9.
right.
And I got a 13.
Joe is just blissfully ignorant.
And that is very fitting for Tempest.
Now it's gotten interesting for her.
I think I've rolled 4 wisdom saves. 3 of them have been ones.
I mean, 1 out of 20.
What the heck?
But blackened scale meets the dark, inky skies above you. There's no hint of that same bluish, fiery tinge as the creature descends violently, scattering the terrain around you. A creature that effectively only Union has seen at least the head of. Where'd my excuse me, library. I know I have the dragon token in here. Why'd you take it away?
You know, I wasn't actually asking that we fight a dragon.
It was literally the encounter. That's why. That's why I went in like sipping my beer.
Yeah, no, I realized he was serious. It's like, this isn't spite. Hey, is it Chubbs?
I don't want to fight Chubbs.
No,
He said it's the Black Dragon. It's clearly Chubbs. He's out for Union.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, I was gonna say, man, that's a small dragon.
That looks like a phoenix.
No, that's a dragon.
By the
Phoenix
way,
dragon.
it's spiky.
Yeah.
Big.
It's literally like I had the actual dragon token I want to use. Apparently, didn't actually save in my token library, which is not the first time. It's kind of getting old. But it comes crashing down right there next to Tempest. Flip a coin, Union. See if you shoot this beast. Because you're not too far from the save. Alright, so 2 would be whatever you consider favorable.
What?
2 is the good number for you, so do you consider it favorable shooting this dragon?
Does it look openly hostile?
I cannot give you that information.
It's a dragon.
It is a creature out of myth and legend that has only been known to cause absolute and utter destruction. A literal world calamity on top of the already calamitous world you're currently living in.
As Tempest literally just got picked up by a bird, Union is on watch for things descending out of the air. So he's gonna see a giant dragon who's probably like Joe's mom or something.
Fire away.
And the dragon shouldn't be worried.
Accurate.
I should have specified. Union put the bolt up against his chin and pulled the trigger.
Just like, nope.
I was looking for a good place to die. Just bam.
I know.
Mm.
Yep, this is my heel. As the bolt clinks against the mighty creature's scales, there's a look of what you could only assume to be some level of disdain. Fortunately, Arson and Tempest are the only ones that are really able to assess the situation with a rational mind at the moment. And fortunately, someone here speaks Draconic.
Yay!
Oh,
You suffer the trauma with whatever it's about to say.
Yay for my normal language choices working out.
And Tempest's turn. That it's supposed to be or. I'm sure you realize.
Yeah, I figured that one out. There will be more on Arson's turn, but for now. No, I don't know how to say. Let's say. She is going to drop the wall.
Okay. A loud explosion.
Pop Blade Song. And prepare a booming blade for any of the wolf, any creature that tries to attack her. She will booming blade. And that would be Tempest.
For the record, you'll be giving your responses openly.
I figured I would. In text or?
I mean, on your turn.
Yeah, I
what have you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they're one obstacle out of the way. They will come charging over the shards of ice. These three will see if they stay on their feet. That one there in the back does not. This one only gets this far. This one only gets this far. So we've got 3 attacks coming against Miss Tempest.
The first one gets this.
12, fortunately, is just enough to hit them.
Okay. For 7 damage.
As they come leaping off, kicking up snow behind them, a clawed hand reaching out for her face. And they seem to shrug off the damage, spinning like a top and continuing through with their unnatural fortitude.
Okay.
But that is a...
AC is currently 19.
Yeah, they, again, have negatives.
Yeah.
One was so close. He really was. But that brings us to Kotark, who is currently under the effects of a dragon's fright.
I don't know what that means.
It means you're very, 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 very afraid of that big fucking dragon right there. You can't
Sounds
go toward.
appropriate.
You have the frightened condition. You can't go towards it. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while within line of sight of it. That's pretty much it.
Okay, well, I guess it's appropriate that I looked over my spells and went, yep, there's nothing I can do here. But I legitimately don't know what to actually take as an action.
Cower in
Cower.
fear.
Sure,
Uh,
that's an action.
Not sure if you were getting my messages or not, Joe. I sent you a.
I was not.
Ah.
Not sure why I'm not getting
On roll 20 specifically.
on roll 20 specifically, because it's been a thing for a while.
I mean, I guess I could throw an attack at the shifters, but I ain't throwing one at the dragon.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Are they in 60 feet still?
Yeah, they're closer now.
Okay. Just throw that out there towards, I guess, the one that I can most easily see.
Alrighty. One of them is currently giving Tempest quite the hug, but manages to shrug off the effects of your spell, even as just more ice rolls and grasps around its shoulder, attempting to slow it down. Sarah, you're up. You get to remake the save, if I remember my fear check correctly. Yes, at the end of your turn.
Animate turn?
It is your
So
turn now.
yeah, I'm just like, I never signed up for a dragon.
You're
What
like
the
face
fuck?
level with it too.
What the fuck?
Kotark, oh no.
And that's my turn.
You steal yourself, realizing, well, it didn't eat anyone yet.
And I am looking it dead in the eye. And it hasn't killed me for it. So. The nonsense monk.
Verbalize that, Orson.
Oh, great scaled one. We mean no offense in entering your territory and wish nothing more than to leave peacefully and intact. That is in full Draconic, by the way. And I am acting like I am as reverent as frickin' possible. Because dragon?
Persuasion, please.
Okay.
And Toad, if you'd be so kind to roll a tail attack.
Tail, you say?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh! That might be helpful.
Yeah.
+0.
Yep.
Just a straight 20. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a flawless 20.
I can see some flaws in it. He could have used that to try and coup de grace a dragon.
Sir, that's not how that works and we know it.
Never.
For the record,
never
you
know the
can coup a dragon. It's just
really,
you
really
have
fucking
to-
hard.
You have to meet the requirements.
Okay. So, as you beseech this gargantuan creature before you, You can see Sarah kind of like shake her head for a second. Now a little more sensible, bracing herself. This almost whip-like flash of motion lashes just right beside Tempest's head and decapitates one of the shifters. You could have at least proven fun prey. Union, you're up.
I do apologize.
I'd
I will
rather
note.
not.
I will note. Insight-wise, passively, you have no idea if that was a promise or a threat.
I don't know, but I still apologize.
Okay, so the dragon killed one of the shifters, or Tempest killed one of the shifters.
The dragon
Dragon
just
Dragon, okay.
tail whipped one. Very
Am I
aggressively.
still under the effects of?
You have to make saves at the end of your turn.
Okay. While under the effects, is it possible for me to get close to one of the shifters?
You can't move in any way that puts you closer to the dragon. So effectively, no. You could go straight south, but basically, like these 4 squares would be blocked to you, so you'd have to go 5, 10, 15 like this way, and then move over, which would then be moving close. You can get down and fight with these guys.
I will point out that is the middle of a sleet storm.
Hey, isn't fear great?
I mean, nothing I can do.
You still have a crossbow. You still have E-Blast. You still have ranged options. You just physically can't go near this thing.
Yeah,
If you
that's
want to, I mean, just pass your save.
Yeah. All right. Union will E-blast some of the E-blast. That shifter then.
Delete him because he got popped. Now your attacks are at disadvantage, but you get 2 blasts.
That's disappointing. You'll lose that crit.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wait, that's an unarmed strike.
Still could use your die roll. There's a 11 on the die. Plus 7, so yeah, still the same apparently.
1d10 plus 4.
And it fails its fortitude save, so
It did.
pop. You still get 1 more blast.
All right, I'll shoot the more south one.
Okay. Alright, we'll see if it makes its save here. I'm just kidding. Did you get that one, Joe?
Yes.
Interesting. So if I message, quote, Joe, you get nothing. But if I message Joseph, you do.
Interesting.
And he critically fails his. Bleh!
Okay. That'll be it for unit.
Okay, you make your fair save. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Whilst the dragon turns facing southward, will spew forth its breath.
Does it get Tempest or?
Mm-hmm.
Did I have to make a save?
You have to make a wisdom save.
What's it?
If you want to stop being afraid of the dragon. You're still afraid of the dragon. But it's not a 2.
What save?
I do believe that's a dexterity save.
Okay.
And Joe, if you'd be so kind to roll the damage.
The damage. Yep.
Yes, guys, Joe has turned into a dragon. This isn't
Oh,
actually.
that was it's Simral, so
It's actually his new character.
I'm not shocked.
I mean, you let me play a dragon. I show up, they start attacking me. I mean, what am I supposed to?
Yeah, what else?
We have not attacked you.
Union did shoot it.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, there we go. That's correct.
And Tempest is down. So I assume a 7 fails.
A 7 definitely fails. But it does tear through this fella, that fella, and that fella as well. Very calmly, almost seeming to not even notice it down, one of your comrades swings the tension back to the rest of you. Why are you still here? It's Tempest, it's your turn. Can't shave.
Oops, I forgot to actually put brackets around that. Oh, never mind.
Alright. Kotark, who is currently in the fetal position, I believe, just mimicking Joe's posture.
If I lie down and pretend I'm dead, it'll go away.
Yeah, 'cause that's how it works.
Well, I got nothing else.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, okay, let's be honest. Gargantuan fucking dragon appears.
No, this is fitting.
This is so fitting.
This is really fitting.
Just lay down and expose your belly.
just here, just here, just end it. You can hear Kodar faint whispers in the back telling you to be brave. You're like, nope. Sarah, it is your turn.
Okay.
I am using 4 of my 5 words. Grab Joe and go.
Okay. I was gonna grab someone else and go, but that's fine.
I got the other one.
I'm gonna come over here and can I scoop them both up?
With a good strength check, sure. Athletics. Yeah. You've carried heavier stacks of flour than this lot.
And then just, all right, let's go. We're out of here. Unless Kotark's gonna try and fight it, but they're both dead on the ground, so.
Can I get a party of D2s? Sans Joe, as you are currently filling in as the antagonist, you might be a tiebreaker somehow. We got. I don't. We should try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, sure.
Okay.
Okay. It does not tell with you, Sarah.
Oh.
It definitely threatens to. Like as you are, kicking off the edge of the cliff there, your wings ready to settle and take the weight. You can feel the wind crack right behind your ears.
Jesus.
Arson.
Okay, I'm going to go try to grab Tempest, being as respectful as I can, and trying to give her a healing word.
Shoots back awake, staring up at the dragon.
And grabbing her and getting it and moving 5 feet.
Union.
Union. Okay.
We are leaving.
We are leaving. Yes. You're just gonna give the dragon a quick and run in the direction of
Union
Kotark.
very briefly becomes Boblin. Mind you, Kotark and Joe are with Sarah.
Okay. You just we are leaving.
You're more than welcome to dash.
Yes.
I am dash flying, just like.
As you
Since
break
that combat
away,
is getting close.
I'm assuming you are like more than willing to hop off the edge of the cliff if you have to, but I just need, as a lot of you are getting over this cliff, the dragon will turn, and with one solid beat of its wings, I need a dexterity save. Kotark and Joe, you don't have to make one because you're unconscious. But this is the winged attack action.
Are we in? Are we all in Union Aura?
He can't fit all of you in Union Aura. With him sprinting off like he is.
To be
Okay.
fair, I have 2 people in my square right now.
Technically, you got 3.
Yeah, I got me and 2 others in my
Oh,
square.
good. You're just gonna be at disadvantage.
But am I in the Union or?
Sure.
How high up are you?
I will allow her because she is carrying an obscene amount of weight, and this is literally her trying to maintain her balance in flight as the dragon takes off.
So just Sarah's in Union Aura?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, and of course Union.
Obviously. That's fitting for Arson. And by the way, I would have put Tempest down so she could run.
I just
I
you're
don't-
just dragging her by the hand.
She will not let me carry her.
So 2d6 plus 8, Joe, as the dragon takes off.
Well, Tempest is down again.
Worse, she's down and being thrown down the side of a cliff.
Yeah.
But
Jesus.
you all feel that tumble. Sarah, you manage to keep yourself intact for the most part before being thrown crashing into the ground. Tempest does get a fail because of the impact damage.
Yes.
Well, you are effectively out of combat.
I will. Oh, I assume I also take some fall damage?
Mm.
What?
1d6.
So half the damage Joe rolled?
No, actually, that's a pass or nothing.
Okay. I will try to give Tempest a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Okay. The power of love.
And I actually got double digits on it. Barely.
But you can see briefly, and before it leaves the range of your dark vision for the lot of you. It circles, plucking several of those eagles out of the sky as it does so. And as you gather yourselves and warily begin to resume your travels, Everflame comes back like, what the ever-living hell was that?
A dragon!
Very large one.
You hit your head falling off the cliff. There's no dragons in these parts.
You were literally looking at one.
Are you blind?
He squints upwards like, you realize that dragon was long gone before he got here.
Let's go.
I
Come
kept
on, let's
I
go.
kept flying on. God, you wounded much?
Tevin is just. Oh. She's gonna go ahead and second wind.
Okay. Dragon. No, couldn't be. Here, hand me one of those floppy fish you're trying to carry, and let's go.
Hand Joe over.
Just gets like saddlebagged onto the broom.
Also, apparently there are some shifters that got caught by the fun.
From which way?
South.
Oh, shit. Nine hells worth of shit and death. The, Berzerin tribe, I'd imagine.
Well, they're dead now.
At least some of them.
Like vermin, you can't get rid of them. But
They were undead, so someone got rid of them.
the giants are still lurking from my last pass. Seem down at one of their number, though. Hopefully not your doing, as we have to pass very close by them.
No, it is not our doing. We passed by them on our way to the tower.
Good. Come on, let's make some haste.
Yes.
Midday quickly spirals into night as you press on. He makes no attempt to stall. When you pass the plinths, the pillars the giants reside on, you see they still sit in their solemn vigil over the large axe. But it is soon that the room has spent its lot for the day. And you catch up to Everflame, who has gently laid Trenta down and is watching over him, seemingly rolling some bones. Can't make sense of it. Oh, the beard's in me chin. I can't make sense of it.
Makes sense of what?
Well, about time you lot caught up.
Oh, we are on feet. You had a broom.
I offered a solution, he says as he takes a long draught of the same flask he had shared with you, Arson.
Well, how far from your tower are we?
If we push on, we can make it there 7th hour of the morning. But now we're in part of the land where the veil slips a little. Nasty, pixious little fucks.
Yeah, we saw them too.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
then they need no explaining.
No.
Bastards.
They're fine if you be entertaining. But I've run out of jokes a long time ago.
Our jokes involved fire. A lot of it.
He doesn't seem surprised.
For the literal fire person?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure you had many a sick burn. But I'd rather leave it to the majority here. Are we pressing on, or are we going to make camp? I haven't seen any sign of pursuit.
I look at this, it's like, we should probably make a camp.
Yeah, I think some people need a little bit of rest.
He's having his share for the lot of us. You sure he's going to wake up?
I'll do a quick, medicine check on him to make sure he's still, alive.
The whole reason Joe's quiet is just waiting for us to introduce his new character.
You check his pulse. He's been dead for 2 days.
Right as you go to reach, he gives you one of those nice, heavy, I'm in a really uncomfortable position snores.
Yep, he's alive.
Head kind of lolls over.
We'll wake up eventually.
Have we tried to force him awake?
I feel like that would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Alright then, well, give me a moment. Everflame begins marking arcane sigils on the ground. And soon, that same familiar whitish door leading to the magnificent manse appears again.
Alright. So I slept on the futon yesterday. By chance, are there bedrooms? I know that might be a dumb question. Please forgive me, but I didn't ask yesterday, so
There's a handful of them, yes.
wonderful. I'll go in and look for a bedroom. Still carrying Kotark.
Poor Kotark has been conscious this whole time.
Yeah, he's been quiet and not once tried resisting.
Just fetal position.
Basically.
Kotark's seen some shit, but Death Incarnate just smiled at him. But as you all go about your rest, as those of you drift off to sleep, you would come into a fitful scene. Seraphiu is nothing too new, as again, every time you close your eyes, you could see it watching you. But more notably, that sort of rhythmic, you can feel it in your chest, but can't quite catch it on the audible palate. Heavy, resonating bass. It's almost like it's talking.
I can't understand.
You're a sight for sore eye?
Sore eye.
Badoo.
Kotark, doesn't wake up in the morning.
Man, I wonder
his-
where that. Man.
Bleeding profusely from their nose. as they took 9,999 psychic damage.
Let's be honest, you don't need me to make a save. I'll just roll a 1 again.
I do actually need everyone who is attempting to get sleep to make a Constitution saving throw. This is the poor creature attempting to ruin your rest. DC is 10. But
Does Joe need one?
Joe's not.
Joe has his own role.
I was gonna say, I think there's nothing that could interrupt Joe's rest right now.
Pretty much, Joe just sits around waiting for. It's like, oh, is the party taking a long rest? All right, well, let's see.
Let's see if I wake up this time.
You would be in your what you would consider a new place, Joe.
Okay.
But it's more important of what you want to try and say to it. You can tell, you're intelligent enough to tell that it is talking to you. You just lack the facilities, the language
Okay.
to grasp the meanings.
Let's see. It's gonna be.
For the record, everyone is welcome to attempt to talk to this entity in their dreams.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally trying to hold a conversation with it.
Yeah.
Just asking it what it is, what it wants.
There's its mouth.
Oh look, Contract took another 9,999 damage.
Kotark looks down and realizes, oh, there it is.
How do you eat with only an eye?
Is that literally one of the questions you want to ask?
No.
Like, really? I have misplaced my bottle opener.
That's what you get.
I have found my bottle opener.
Oh. That's what you unget.
Well, thank you. Like, 'cause I didn't want to get it. Okay. Sorry, I hear typing. I don't know if it's something that I need to be prepared for. What? Okay, hold up now. What is a normal conversation
Okay.
with someone like
What a-
fucking Joe?
Well, I mean, like,
I'm allowed cap the hell out of that.
okay, I have no problem with making this perfectly fine. You have to remember to lay the groundwork for everybody. It's been 2 days, and Joe has just been sitting here perfectly quiet with his eyes closed mentally, because obviously his real eyes are still closed, but he's intentionally not having a staring contest with his eye. And after after 2 days of not waking up, he's getting bored. So he's literally just trying to have a conversation with this thing, like introducing himself, asking what its name is.
He's pulling a Doctor Strange.
Pretty much. What I mean is, like, he's not intentionally, like, trying to probe for answers or anything. At this point, he's literally just wants conversation.
Trying to pass the time.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean by a normal conversation.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
everybody else
but
is, like, trying to, like, probing questions, asking you questions, trying to get its, and I'm assuming, and Joe would probably think that, like, if everybody's having the same thing, everybody's doing that. Obviously, nobody's getting any type of answers. So, why don't we just try to, I don't know, be its friend?
buy it a beer.
To be fair, I was kind of just asking random questions too.
But that's what I mean. I'm not so much like I'm intentionally like not trying to ask questions, but I mean just at this point just draw out a conversation, and possibly then after building a little bit of a rapport, he might go further. But I mean at this point he doesn't even know if an eye can talk. I mean that by itself is some information.
Bless you.
Oh, yes,
You know.
indeed.
Obviously I'm not where I usually am, so I don't know where I am. So, yeah. But that's what I meant by a normal conversation. Like, you know.
Actually, guys, new plan. We annoy it to the point that it just goes away.
Just gonna. Oh, hey there! I see you.
I see with my little eye. I think someone did that last session.
I think I made that joke last week.
Yeah.
Because after a day, it's just like it starts trying to play I Spy with the eye.
But and I mean this literally when I say this. You all awaken the following morning.
Yay!
Do I still have any levels of exhaustion?
You do.
Okay,
But a lot fewer.
It's
a couple.
less that you recovered as you expected, and more like whatever plane you were residing on at the time, you were evicted from.
Okay.
So for you, Joe, you wake up on a relatively comfortable couch. You can hear the crackle of a fire. There's the smell of like fresh breakfast, coffee, even, wafting through the air. But this wholly unfamiliar, elaborate mansion you find yourself resting in.
Joe would instantly start checking to make sure that they had not been drinking all his coffee this whole time, because that
That's
would be a very
expensive.
bad thing.
Your possessions are still yours.
Yeah, I knew they would be, but just in character.
I mean, Ridra's not here.
She is.
No,
In spirit.
she's not. By definition, she is not here. She only has a phone connected to here.
She's here in spirit.
No, I'm pretty sure her spirit's not here right now.
Her spirit's in Union's ring.
She's here in phylactery.
Phylactery.
But a lot of you
Okay.
rouse from your various bed chambers, and you'll find pretty much all of you have woken up almost at the same exact moment. By the way, Kodork, you're more than welcome to try and save against Dragon Fear.
Stop.
Technically, you never got rid of it, and neither did Union.
I mean, that might actually be a good thing since you can't move towards it. We can always know
Oh
where it's
my
at.
fucking god!
Yeah.
I just like the "Are you okay?" No.
No.
We're in a different plane of existence. I know it's coming. I know it. I know it. This
Come
is
on,
it.
it'll be alright.
This is how you get Kodar to spill all of his dark secrets.
Try and help Kotark up. And then if he doesn't want to get up, I'll throw him over my shoulder, I guess.
I
Like
guess so.
like a sack of grain.
Alright, but with that, no, he's not. He's not.
Just like a sack of grain, just right on the shoulder. Alright, let's go.
A whiny sack of grain.
That's really mean. Not wrong, but really mean.
You know what this is, Kotark? This is payback for what you did to the dock guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm
That's
sorry.
all this is. It's payback for what you did to the guy at the docks. But you come to find Everflame up on this pseudo like hammock chair, still quite restfully sleeping. And the five of you see Joe stirring frantically, looking about his belongings, shaking his flasks.
Yeah, good morning.
Is it?
You slept pretty well.
In a
What
couple
day is
days,
this?
I give him the date.
Ruben is
Best I
sleeping
can
for
remember.
Where are we?
We are in Everflame's
I think it's.
magnificent mansion.
Hell,
It's a
we're in
spell.
hell, Joseph.
Stop flying to the man.
What year is it?
I had a calendar at one point. Please don't do this to me while I'm drinking.
I know, I asked you once and you said the same thing.
Made it sound like I drink a lot.
I just
No,
want to point this out.
it-
You're the DM for the other campaign. Shouldn't you know what year it is?
you would think.
Just don't look behind the curtain, guys. This is a fully complete and immersive world. Fuck 'em all.
Yeah.
It's
My-
Tuesday.
I do not need an insight roll for that one.
Was it the bubbling of my drink while I got closer and closer to my lips?
Yes.
Almost spilled a little doing that.
Anyway, it's Tuesday, Joe, and you kind of passed out
I don't know.
Sunday? Saturday? It's been 2 full days.
It's been 3, but yeah.
Eh,
Uh, so
Feel like
did we win?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it's still awful and death outside.
we're heading back to the Ice Palace to go to Elswood.
right.
Being right, you didn't know that.
It makes sense. I mean, we found the guy. I'm assuming we, fixed everything. Preventing the souls from being drawn in.
We have a lead on that.
A
It's-
lead?
That's a little bit beyond us right now. So we are
We're going looking for a lich.
yes.
Okay. I mean, powerful allies.
Exactly.
Enemy. I think I already knew that actually. but
Yeah, I think you're the one who gave us that information.
It's like, yeah, that's makes sense.
So is Everflame still asleep?
Yes.
I'm gonna look out the window, or door. What time of day is it?
You step through the ethereal barrier into the material plane, look around. I mean, it's hard to gauge a time of day. It's a little warmer than it was, so you guess probably sometime in the morning.
Okay, then walk back in and be like, hey, let's get going, sir.
Hold on. I've been asleep for multiple days. There's morning preparation that needs to be done, and he pulls out his small his small like coffee grinder and stuff and starts preparing.
Oh, you know what though, Union? We have a score to settle.
That we do.
I am waiting for 2 crit fails.
Correct.
I'm looking for like 1 crit and 1 crit fail, and somebody's arm gets broken.
I'll pull a zealous and someone will lose an arm.
Look, I'm doing the zealous and getting just ones. Okay.
I'm gonna still have Kotar just over my shoulder as I sit down at the table, ready for the arm wrestle.
Is that your emotional support, Kotak?
No, I just don't need to take this seriously.
Out of character? Yes, technically. As proven, technically yes.
Not even technically.
All right, you know.
Yeah, athletics.
Athletics?
It's athletics. Because this is effectively a grapple.
Oh!
I tapped over to D&D Beyond.
You can imagine. Just imagine.
Why does Union roll like this every
So-
time?
Everflame, in proper dwarven tradition, he's like kind of tightens his robe up. And he's like, God, you guys are so fucking noisy in the morning. Hears someone talking about coffee. He's like, yeah, yes, some nice, strong. And he heads into the kitchen where you guys all soon follow because that's where the nice long table, which is obviously perfect for arm wrestling. Not wrestling, wrestling. You sit down. Tempest is even like, probably trying to like, maybe I got dibs on the winner. Because let's be honest, she would.
Yeah.
Sarah sits down, Kodark on the shoulder, just like patting her on the back, like, you got this. I'm just gonna go back into whimpering. The dragon's coming.
Oh, right, Joe, you missed a dragon.
Did we?
And proceeds to almost throw Union across the bench. Probably like mid monologue, like yeah. And as soon as you get grips and the dwarf says, "Hey, go!" Just boom.
Oh.
So I'm just imagining, is that your emotional support, Kotar?
Boom.
It's clearly working.
Good match.
Ow.
Which means you get to go against Tempest now.
Yeah, let's do this.
Set up, line everything back up. And
I mean,
Oh!
it's a much closer match. As a Union, you're rolling your shoulder, happy that it's still in the socket. Imagine face down a dragon, kind of, sorta. Lose your arm to your teammate.
That's normal adventurers, though.
Pretty much.
just kind of going a little easier on her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the deep-seated hatred that I have for certain people of the party.
I was yeah, there was a look in her eyes, Union, that you almost recognized. Almost.
Looks kind of familiar.
If you children are done playing now,
We were up first.
were you?
Yes.
Then why is my breakfast already eaten?
Two arm wrestling matches don't take that long.
He's an adventuring dwarf whose only purpose in life is to research.
I'm an adventuring.
He probably
veteran.
He probably ate 2 pieces of bacon and had a beer.
I was already ready to go. I have my baggage ready. I don't mean that.
Wow. Okay. I'm glad that I knew what you were talking about, or I should say, who you were talking about.
I didn't mean that.
He's
Love
really
you,
not in a
Cotard.
position to resist anything right
It's been 6 seconds. You can make the save again.
No.
If that dragon is sitting outside the door, you're fucked otherwise.
No.
It can't always be ones. It is statistically improbable that you will continue to roll. See? Holy shit, otherwise. Ah. But you gather your things. Soon hit the crunch of snow under your feet as the mansion disappears. Let's check our real life time. We draw to a close as you arrive to Everflame's tower. The doors blasted open from the inside.
I think that was us.
So how many of my little friends did you let loose?
2? More technically, if you count the ones that eat each other.
This is the wizard guy, right?
This is the wizard, yes.
Okay.
The dwarf.
Yeah, the dwarf.
Well, I think that's you for future you problems. Let's make sure they didn't eat the circle. And that's where we'll fade to black.
I'm sorry for hurting your hand union.